Oh, morning. Yesterday, oh Lord, I have no idea what went on yesterday. I was at work, fine. I go home and I try to get a little project done, and I feel like I was hit by a damn truck. Every freaking joint hurt, every freaking muscle hurt, even my head was pounding. I was just like, what the? It was weird. It was weird. That's all I can say. I have no freaking idea. I don't know. Last week and yesterday and over the weekend, a lot of pressure washers coming in to be repaired or to be looked at stuff. Let's go over pressure washers today. Let's go over some of the things you should do to keep that pressure washer out of here. Okay? I know. Counterintuitive. We want you to bring your stuff in and get it fixed. But you know what, though? I want your stuff to stay running longer. Okay? I don't want you to have it tied up in here. So, we're going to talk about pressure washers. We're going to talk about some routine maintenance things you should do. Hell, I might even go run and grab a couple things to show you. Okay? So, let's set you back here so we can get a broad view of pressure washers. Oh, that's not a pressure washer. But you know what it is, though? Are you on a fixed budget? You just don't need that big of a fancy of a push mower or whatever? Pioneer. The same guys that make the Pioneer pressure washer got a little push mower too. This is bare bones, you push. Okay? So it's not self-propelled or anything like that. Now let's go, sorry, Steel, I do like your products, but you're a little overpriced on pressure washers. We're going to talk about the Pioneer. Pioneer is going to be my victim for today. Ta-da! Let's look at this guy. The Pioneer 3300. This is $449.99. The 3600 of these is $549.99. Okay? Excuse me. Coffee's talking back already. All right. So, some routine maintenance you should always be doing with these to keep your machine out of here. Okay? Ethanol-free gas. I know the book says, yeah, you could use up to E10. Don't do it. Okay? Unleaded fuel has a shelf life of 30 days. If you put unleaded fuel in this, you're only going to use it once or twice, and then it's going to sit 10, 20, 30, 40, 2 months, 3 months. That fuel goes bad. You need ethanol-free gas because it's the ethanol in unleaded fuel is what gums this up and makes it stop running. So, ethanol-free gas for this guy. Okay? Normal oil change, like everybody else and everything. comes with an air filter. This air filter You ever be flinging one of these wing nuts and it gets to the end of the rod and it goes whee? Like crap. Where'd that go? This air filter. For Pioneer, it's just an oil air filter. This helps keep the garbage and the crap out of your engine. Okay. Now, Steel's got regular, like a flat panel air filter. I'm just using Pioneer because, well, I talked about their push motor right now. Get on, please. You ever seen that guy, those videos where the guy's putting the nut on the long bolt? It's like bolting the sign down. And he takes a drill and the chuck that spins, and he runs it against the bolt, and it goes all the way down. That's kind of cool. All right, so always check your air filter before every use, please. Ethanol-free gas. Check the oil filter. If it sits for more than 6 months to a year, check the spark plug. Check the spark plug right here. Check that. If you have particularly hard water, you run on city water or whatever, I've started kind of recommending, you know what, get yourself an RV water filter. I know most RVs have water filter features built into the RV, but they sell this one too that you screw onto the faucet, and it's a filter. Looks like a little balloon. You screw it onto the water faucet, and then you screw the hose into the end of it, and it filters the water before it gets into this. This is my reasoning behind that stuff. Have you ever done any plumbing and in the house and you notice that it's all sorts of corrosion and stuff? Well, that's the hard water. So the water sits in this. What do you think it's doing to that pump? I've started suggesting to people that they purchase a RV water filter so that the water that goes into this is also clean too. It's just my recommendation. You can take it or leave it. Tips, wands, and doing the filter thing will also prolong the life of this too. Really? Okay. I guess I gotta be smarter. Oh, there we go. Ta-da! Gotta press the safety button so you don't spray yourself. The RV water filter will also prolong the life of this too, because the water runs up through this, and it's a little lever action inside here that lets the pressure through. If that becomes corroded, you're replacing this whole thing, or at least this. Ethanol-free gas. Check your filter. Check your spark plug. The other thing I would suggest. Let me run and grab that real quick, okay? Oh, Lord. Did you miss me? I missed you guys. All right. Suggest this for your pressure washer. Okay? This, they call is pump saver. Unique antifreeze and lubricant formula protects pistons and seals from damage for use before storage. You use these probably twice a year. Unless you're really crazy, then you probably use them more than that. So this is antifreeze and conditioners for the pump. So let's I'll explain the reason why I say that. Why I tell everybody to buy this. That pump puts water under pressure, puts it through the system, comes out the hose, you're good to go. The pump saver is hang on, guys.
What are you doing?
Making a video?
Oh. That's all I needed to do. Thank you.
Oy vey. Some people just don't know any better. Where was I at? Pump saver. It has tubes as channels and stuff inside the pump that hold water. If that machine, this is all metal or aluminum or whatever, if it gets cold, what happens to water? It freezes. When water freezes, it expands because of the freezing process. If that expands, that's shot. You get cracks, you get pistons pushed out of the way and stuff. Water does not care what's in its way. If it wants to move, it'll move. So, this stuff will protect the pump. This stuff will keep it from freezing, essentially. It's an antifreeze-like stuff. It does say unique antifreeze and lubricant formula. It lubricates the pistons, lubricates the seals, and it keeps it from freezing. So I usually tell people, if you're not going to buy this, put this in the basement where it cannot freeze. Or put this in a heated garage where it cannot freeze. Because if that pump freezes, I can tell you right now, 75 to 85% of the time, that pump is the same price as the whole pressure washer. And that's ridiculous. It really is. That's crazy. So, even if you haven't bought a pressure washer from us lately, get yourself this stuff. This will protect that pressure washer. It does work, guys. It really does. Oh, the other thing too, do not let this thing sit idle if you have to move stuff. Okay? Either move everything out of the way first before you run this, or run it, clean what you need to, shut it off, move the other stuff, and then clean and turn it on and start it again. Do not let these guys sit idle. Okay? They can build too much pressure and it blows out that pressure valve or whatever. And if you have really high water pressure at the house and stuff, it can really wreak some damage. Okay? So if you've got a lot of stuff to move or a lot of stuff is in your way for pressure washing, move the stuff first, then use this. Okay? So you don't want to let it sit idle. The longer it sits idle, the thermal relief valve, that is for the water pressure, that will pop and you'll blow water out the pump somewhere. But yeah, ethanol-free gas, check your oil filter, check your spark plug, use the pump saver and stuff. I think that's about it. We have had a lot of pressure washers come in lately, and it's just like, holy crap. A lot of you ain't storing them correctly. Not pointing any fingers. I'm just trying to learn you so you stay out of here more. Yep. Although I like to have the business. I know the GERLACHS like to have the business here. I'm in the habit of teaching, so you know more. That's the reason why I started this page. So, that being said, there we are. Sit up now. So, that being said, pressure washers. I hope this helps. I hope to see a run on this stuff. Storing it through the summer, you don't really need to put this in. It's when you start getting to colder months, colder days, colder polar vortex, that's when this stuff saves the pressure washer. Biggest suggestion, the ethanol-free gas. That's if you only use it like twice a year, ethanol-free gas will save you time and headache and irritation. Ethanol-free gas and everything we sell here will save you time, irritation, and headache. It does. Other than that, guys, I love you. 580 something? Holy crap. Thank you. Still at 21 for YouTube. Wait for the next one or two people to sign up. I love you guys. Keep referring this out to your friends, out to your family members, out to your coworkers. Hey, look this guy up. He's got some good information. At least I try. But I love you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully not feeling like a Mack truck ran over me. That was weird yesterday. I'm still feeling like a little hurty, but we'll get through it. Right? Let's keep this one thing in the front of our heads. Let's treat each other the way we want to be treated. Makes life a lot easier. Catch you in the next one.